Inspector General of the Department of Labour, Eki Moloa, led an inspection to see if Durban businesses are complying with labour legislation. Moloa complimented members of the Department Inspection and Enforcement Services that accompanied her while doing a tour.
There are more than 1,300 strong inspectors that have brought in. They specialize in various labour laws, basic conditions of employment, employment equity. We also have a contingent of inspectors that specialize in looking at the payroll audits for UI, unemployment insurance, as well as the compensation fund, just to ensure that companies are declaring and paying what they should be paying, and also to look into the whole issue of conditions of employment. As we know that the Department of Labour is big on the protection of the vulnerable workers, because we recognize that the employer-employee relations are by and large a power base of some sort, because obviously the employer is in a more powerful position than an employee. So we come in to precisely make it a point that the workforce that is vulnerable is taken care of with regards to those conditions of employment. We also drive the Employment Equity Act, and we've got the Employment Equity Inspectors that are also part of the conference. And by and large, the Employment Equity Act is, at its center, is looking into making sure that the labour market is transformed with regards to representation across all occupational levels, which should be a reflection of the demographics of the country. So in a nutshell, our inspectors are specializing in those areas that I've mentioned. Why the conference? On an annual basis, we come together as the inspectorate to put our minds together to converge ideas and kind of re-strategize, so that amongst other things to remain relevant in terms of our approaches. As you know, the labour market is ever evolving, it's dynamic, it's never static. So it serves us well to bring our inspectors together and try and tap into the rich deposit that is out there in terms of stakeholders that can come in and talk to our inspectors. If you go through our program, you'll see that we've got really dynamic topics. And we've made it a mixed bag in a way that you shouldn't just end up sitting and talking without necessarily having an impact in the surroundings. So we're quite excited about the approach that we've taken. What we're going to be doing, as you might know already, is that you're going to be walking around the beach. It's not going to be a stroll, it's a walk with a purpose. Because amongst other things, what we're striving to do is to reach people at a grassroots level. So we big also on reaching out to people that are in the informal sector, the wholesale and retail sector. So we're going to be talking on a one-on-one basis as we walk around to people, particularly workers, and trying to conscientize them in terms of their rights and also the existence of the Department of Labour and what it is that can be done for them via the department.
Doesn't go med ITV News.